Okay. Did you like the little clip about, the airplane that you saw? I mean, did you enjoy it? Now, what do you think about it? Give me your thoughts on it. Now, since you're watching me right now, there's high chances that you have a business online, or maybe you're doing some kind of, it might be network marketing or affiliate marketing, or maybe you're promoting someone else's product and services, or maybe you're promoting your product and services. So how is it working out for you? Are you getting the return that you want? Are you happy with your results? Well, if you answer no to any of the questions, you want to watch this live workshop till the end, because there's some things that I want to share with you today that you'll start making sense. And today we want to talk about blueprint, a campaign blueprint, and online how to create a successful online campaign. And it's really easy if you look at it. And one of the things that I always want you to know before I start any kind of workshop is, and we'll get into successful campaign in a minute. The step number one is clarity. And why do I mention clarity? It's because it doesn't matter what you're doing. I mean, first of all, we all started, including you. You started probably in these industries because you wanted an extra, let's say $10,000. Now it might not be exact, but let's just consider $10,000. Now, the thing about it is that you don't think about is, well, you want extra $10,000 maybe to quit your job, or maybe you just wanna uh, quit your job or buy something good for yourself, or you just want that nice to take out that nice vacation. Well, that is good. But the one thing that we don't never talk to ourselves, or we don't never um, think about is, we don't just want like a pile of money, cash. You just don't want a paper just lying there. You actually there's a reason you want the feelings. You don't just want to see a bunch of cash just sitting around in your living room, right? Or in your bedroom, right? You actually want, there's a reason behind why you want an extra $10,000. And usually is to quit your job, or get you that nice vacation, or just have the freedom that you really want. But what would that freedom do for you? If you quit your job, what would that do for you? You see, ultimately, it boils down to the kind of feelings. And today, I want to get you on a path that you can take that feelings and uh, do all the proper steps that you have to carry on. Because usually in a day, either we're not doing the proper things that we need to do that will propel us to the right direction. So if you can take that feeling plus the thing that will require the proper, to take the proper steps that's required on a daily basis, and that will propel you to your destiny. And that's the one of the things that really gets me excited if you think about it. I mean, just imagine, it's kind of funny how sometimes this work, it's like a piece of paper. You can see like a piece of paper, or because that's really what money is. It's a piece of paper. So if you take a piece of paper, and let's say let's say you have this cell phone. Okay, this is a piece of metal, right? So you take this piece of metal or a piece of paper, and you look at it. It doesn't matter like what you because on I mean, this is a nice beautiful phone that I have, and it's called an iPhone. But one of the reasons that I know for sure this iPhone is very valuable to me, one of the reasons is because a lot of people appreciate it. I don't even know how to put it. A lot of people appreciate it. And why is that? It has a lot of value to a lot of people. A lot of people just looking at this is valuable. And if not for the fact that a lot of people wanted it and it's valuable out there, I won't want it. I would just look at it as another piece of metal. I don't know if you kind of get this, and that's one of the things. It's just a piece of metal, but because A lot of people want it and it's scarce, and a lot of people want it out there. It becomes valuable to me. So that's one of the things. If you look at money, it's not because we want the paper just lying around. It's because of the value that we give to it. So just imagine, if you can give yourself the same value that you give to money, if you can give to yourself the same value that you give to money in whatever stuff you're doing, then just imagine what will happen to your income. I mean, it's amazing how, you run a beautiful campaign online, and then let's say it generates, $10,000, and then you see figures on your computer, or you see a bunch of cash, and then that, just by seeing, it tells your brain that it's time to get happy, and it goes through your nerves and to your muscle and to your heart, every part of your body, and your whole day just feels excited. Does that ring a bell? Sounds familiar, right? If you're following me, just put, I'll be watching the chat box. You can go ahead and drop in your message real quick, and I'll get back to you. So it's amazing how these things happen. How does that work? I mean, have you ever thought about that? How does it work? How does it work? How does it work that you see something that you presume should make you excited, like a good campaign running, and you view your computer, maybe you made an extra $10,000 a day, and then you just get so excited, and everything, okay, and you can override anything. Somebody can punch you in the face. I mean, not actually punch you in the face. Somebody can yell at you, can do whatever stuff. You're just so excited about, whatever stuff is happening. So today, I really want to point out some steps involved in building out a successful campaign. And in order for you to build out a successful campaign, you gotta think of, first of all, think of like an airplane. And that's one of the reasons why I showed you that video in the beginning, is because I really want you to see how an airplane is taking off. Now, when an airplane, because it has a lot of things. You have the engineer, you have the pilot, you have passengers, and engine. You have side engines and all this stuff involved. And you probably know what I'm talking about because you've traveled before. But if you haven't, well, just that's one of the reasons I put the video, so you can see exactly how an airplane takes off. The first thing you have to go through is, what was the first thing? You have to buckle up your seatbelt, because it's a bumpy ride. It's rough, so that's one of the things. Before an airplane takes off, you have to buckle up your seatbelt, because it's kind of rough ride. And that's the same with your online business. It's the same thing. It's the same analogy. So the next thing, now it has to run through a runway, because if the runway is too short, well, the airplane cannot take off. Likewise, if you don't do all what is required in your business or whatever stuff you're doing, you cannot really have the momentum. You cannot build the momentum, to earn you residual commission, because ultimately that's what you're working towards. I mean, you see where this is going. So the first thing that you want to do is, you want to, first of all, you want to know where you're going. That's one of the things, because let's say you're traveling from Dallas to Las Vegas. You want to know that your destination is Las Vegas. Otherwise, you'll be just going around, the world or the United States. So, but the first thing is, you want to know where you're going. Once you got that figured out, and then you want to know all the things that you need in order to uh, take you to your destination. So you already book your flight, everything, and then now you in the airplane, and you got your seatbelt, and it has to go through this runway. And guess what? When it goes through that runway, it's a kind of bumpy. You have turbulence. Turbulence. So that's what. So you have to. The pilot gives it full thrust, 100% for it to move to the air. And then when it gets to when you can get past that bumpy ride and into the air, well, guess what? It's a smooth ride from there. You just go straight, and you stay in a certain attitude for a long time. So that's the same analogy with your online business. When you have momentum, you want to give it all you got, enough for takeoff, enough for you, enough thrust in order for the airplane for the airplane to take off. Is this making sense? So that's exactly the same analogy that you want to apply, because you're not giving it 90%. You're not giving it 99%. You're giving it 100% for it to take off. So it's the same thing, building a house. I've been giving you a lot of, I've been talking about building a house. And if you've been following like the from the last or the past workshop, you actually see all how I explain about building a house. Is the same thing, because if you think that you're spending more money, you're trying to build this magic house, and it's like you feel like you're spending more money and you're not going anywhere. Well, you probably quit on your dream, because if you're building a house, I mean, think about it. You're not worried about whether or not the contractor is paid, because it's a certain amount in order for you to build. Because first of all, you know the kind of house that you want, and you know the kind of tools that you need. So a lot of people, they get like distracted, or they get frustrated and overwhelmed. Is because they feel like they're spending more, they're putting in more money than they're getting out of their business. But that's not how it works. If you want to build a successful online business, you're thinking in terms of building a machine, that'll be pumping out cash on the other side. And in order for you to do this, you need tools, you need a contractor, you need um, all the things. You need a nice foundation, you need workers, you need all these things that you have to have in order to build this nice giant looking a house for yourself. So it's the same thing. So you're building a machine basically. If you think of it that way, then you're going through the right direction. So what we want to do today, just like I promised you, I wanna put this blueprint. I want to put out this blueprint so you can see exactly how the steps that is involved to build a successful online campaign. And we actually talked about this last week, and that's why I want to continue with this, so you can really get a better idea of how to go about it. And I want to share my screen here real quick so I can show you this, and hopefully you can see my screen. And let me see. Okay, so let me see. So you can see my screen right now. I hope. Okay, so in order for you to build a successful online campaign, you have to have a blueprint, and that's why I wrote this blueprint so you can see. And one of the things is, you want to know what the first step is. You want to know what you're promoting, because think about it. If you don't know what you're promoting, there's no way that you'll be able to write out anything on a piece of paper. And remember, I told you that we're going with this. This. Let me try to. Okay, so remember, like last time I told you that this is what we'll be going with, and there's a lot of reason why. And if you didn't watch the last workshop, I already talked about this. There's a lot of reason why we're using this Insider Success, because it has a lot of the value and all the steps that we talked about. And so one of the things you want to do is you want to go through right here, so you can know like this question right here, not a question, like the top three product benefits, you actually want to go to the website and watch the videos and actually register and sign up, watch the video, go through the program, and that will give you what is called a moral authority. Because think about it, if you don't own the program or system that you're trying to promote, it doesn't make any sense for you to be able to convince somebody else that the program is good for them, because they're not going to listen to you. I mean, it comes out in your words, it comes out in your action, it comes out in whatever stuff you're doing, because it's pretty hard for you to convince another person to basically do something that you're not willing to do yourself. So the first thing is the top three product benefits. That's one of the things you want to think about. And if you look at this website right here, you'll notice that the first benefit is it helps you create a reliable residual income coming in on a monthly basis. And the second thing is it'll help you quit your job. And the third benefit is you can work smarter and faster and not harder. I mean, wouldn't you like to work smarter and faster? And then you want to spend more time doing the things that you love. So ultimately, it gives you freedom. And so the next thing is think about your perfect customer. Now, what is your perfect customer? Now, you can say your perfect customer can be a male 30 to 55 years old who has a unique business idea that he wants to get off that he wants to get off the ground, but just don't have the resources or plan. He just don't have the resources or plan to get off. Maybe he's living with family, maybe he's living on the parents' couch or basement, and he has this good business idea, but he just don't know how to get it off the ground. He doesn't even know where to begin. He wants to live life on his own terms. He is broke, frustrated, overwhelmed, and confused, but he still believes in the dream. He believes in the dream that he can get this stuff done. It's just people that have like dream. I mean, like artists and movie actors and actresses, they have dreams. It doesn't matter where they are. They know that where they are or where they're from doesn't even matter. What really matters is where they're going. And that's the same thing that I want for you. Ask yourself, where are you going? Where have you been and where are you going? So that's one of the things you want to ask yourself, because he knows what he wants. And so he's working towards it. It doesn't matter his situation right now. So he needs a plan to follow to build a successful online business. As simple as that. I mean, wouldn't you want to take a look? So this is the kind of stuff, this is the kind of stuff that you can kind of put on your headline. A quick guide to live life on your terms. You see, those kind of things are very attractive. But we'll come to the headline in a little bit. The next thing is you want to think about my customer's biggest challenge. Now, what is your customer's biggest challenge? Is it a good thing with this assignment is once you do it, when you're creating your funnel, just like I told you about a custom strategic funnel, when you created that funnel, it will be easy for you to put things in place because you have created your funnel before. So it's just some steps that you want to put in place before you do anything else. So my customer's biggest challenge is can build a reliable, profitable online business. No true step-by-step guide to follow. The customers doesn't have a true step-by-step guide to follow. So that's their major problem. They want to see somebody stand behind the computer and say, click this, and they click it, and do this, and they do it. They just don't know where to begin. They've tried and tried, or maybe they failed in the past, and they still believe in the dream. That's the good thing. And so the next thing is my product solve this challenge by, so my products solve his challenge by earn a residual income, promoting the right business idea the right way, providing a residual need that will continue to earn you a residual income for life. So those are the good things about it. And it's not just a one-time commission, it's a residual income for life. And then the next thing is live life on your terms. I mean, those are very attractive words and it's huge too. A true step-by-step guide to follow to earn an extra income stream to rely on while you're building your dream company or online business. I mean, won't you want to know how to earn some cash while you're building your dream company? I mean, I would if I'm online. And then the next thing is the journey. You want to talk about the journey because just like I told you at the beginning, in order for you to travel from, let's say, Dallas or to Las Vegas, you want to know where you are. You are right now in Dallas. This is just an example. I'm not saying you're actually in Dallas. Let's say you're in Dallas and you're trying to go to Las Vegas. So your current place is Dallas, and so you're wanting to depart to Las Vegas. So in point A, you put Dallas. Point B, you put Las Vegas. Now, in order for you to go to reach Las Vegas, you need one. You want to, number one, there's some milestones that you have to go through. And that's the same thing that your customer, there's some milestones they have to go through in order to get to their final destination. So you can say something like, number one, you probably want to explain your story because if you have you ever heard stories sell, facts tell? Have you ever heard something like that? I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. Stories sell, facts they tell. So it's like that. So if you have your so if you know your story and you know your story is impactful, and you can tell them where you've been, and then tell them where you're going, or if you've arrived, you can tell them about it. That people relate to that kind of stuff, especially if they've been in that position too. So you also want to explain what does work, like why are you different? Explain what works, and or explain what doesn't work, and explain why this is different, or why are you different. That's another thing. And another thing is how to become a top producer. You probably want to talk about that too. A lot of people, they want to know how to become a top producer. And then the next thing is how to scale and virtually write your own paycheck. See, those are the kind of things that people like. How to scale and virtually just write your own paycheck is the kind of things that, or how to create income from the thin air. Those kind of words that attract people. So if you can take them through, and it can be like a blog, a video. It doesn't have to, and it can be something on Facebook too. It doesn't necessarily have to be. It doesn't necessarily have to be a video because a lot of people are shy on camera. So you can, but the best way to do this is to keep shooting videos. That's the only way you get comfortable in front of camera. So power hook. Those are the things. This is one of the things that we talked about now that is really, really important because a power hook is just a big promise that you're about to deliver. So I put this in the form of headlines because this is what your headline should look like. How to live life on your terms. Get free insight from experts. See, that's a big headline that you can use. And then the second one is discover a long-term revenue model. Top expert advice for free now. See, that's another good headline. The third one is live life on your terms. Discover a proven revenue model. Be your residual revenue stream now. I can put like now or something like that. The fourth one is how to create a residual revenue and develop your money making engine. Okay. And then this one, how to create a reliable revenue, expert advice free now. Start today. See, those are things. And then one good thing is you want to write 5 irresistible benefits. 5 irresistible benefits are like good benefits that you know they'll get once they go through your program. So one of them is earn a residual income for yourself, promote your online business the right way. See, that's an irresistible business. I mean, that's irresistible offer, benefit actually. A step-by-step guide to follow to earn an extra income stream to rely on while building your dream online business. I mean, people want to know this. So know your ideal customers' biggest challenge, needs, wants, and desires. So that you can craft your offer. So that you can craft your offer. That's actually what I'm suggesting right there. Then create an online business that succeeds. So those are the kind of things, those are the kind of benefits that you want to put on paper. And then I just put some few call to action here, activate residual revenue secrets. Now, if you did create your account, which I suggest you went to Click Promise and create your account, because that's the only way you can get the free video guide. It's like a video guide that you can go. Hopefully, you can see my screen, so you can see all this creative. You can actually go through the whole program yourself in order for you to craft a good campaign blueprint. So if you go through the program yourself, you'll be able to do this. So this is what I thought I'd pass on to you today, and I hope this kind of makes sense. Now, if you haven't done your assignments, I suggest you go to Inside of Success and actually craft out your campaign blueprint, and also register with Click Promise and create an account, because that's how you can, and it's absolutely free, it doesn't cost you anything. So I just want to make sure today you actually do that, and then next week we'll continue from there. Actually creating the whole funnel. You can actually see how we create the whole funnel, and hopefully that will make sense. You see all these things will be coming out together. So I hope this actually makes sense to you. Go ahead and do your assignment. Let me turn back my stuff. So actually go ahead and actually do your assignment, so that way when we come back next week, you will actually create the funnel and you see how everything is coming in place. So until then, I hope you have a nice, beautiful weekend, and I'll see you next time, and bye for now.